Philly first 48 morning shift. Morning shift. we got Molly today too, y'all. We got Molly. I'm gonna probably do Molly in the evening. I'm gonna probably do him around 12 o'clock or something like that. Or cause I know he hot. I know he was supposed to do him last night. My energy wasn't right there. I told you I'm not getting on this joint with no bad energy. I can't get that to y'all. But we got PrettyFlock. He about to come back in, tell his story real quick. He a legend. He the one that put Ab and put fucking he put Ab and Cass together. OBH. He one of the OBH original members and shit like that. I'm gonna let him tell his story and shit like that. Let's let everybody hop right back in. I need everybody at least tag like 3 people so we can get more people in this joint, man. My man, he deserves way more followers in this joint, y'all. So I need everybody to tap like 3 people and shit. Like, what happened to the location? We start the interview, so I just came back to the crib and shit. Oh, we gonna definitely talk about Aquilian K dot. Like, are you serious? Like, y'all think we not? Hold up. Hold up. Let me. I need y'all gotta tag 3 people in this joint. We can't just have no 19 people in here, y'all. Tag like 2 to 3 people in this joint. Let's start this joint off right. I'm about to add what you coming back in right now. And anybody asked me about the other day, what happened? Life happened to me. Like, yo, what's up, man? Damn, what the fuck? You supposed to have that shit plugged up, dog. Come on, man. That shit was getting good, dog.
But the bull, Hollywood. So my thing was at that time, like a lot of motherfuckers, they was like, damn, man, like you should be pushing yourself, like push this record.
Right.
And I didn't push it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I should have pushed it because,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, at that time, we thinking like maybe 13, 14 years ago. This when Clef was at the height of his career.
Damn, you had a record with him?
Yeah, bro, I go in there.
Dang.
I go in that joint and get out, man. Like I got over on dude in the battle. First it was, all right, whoever win this battle. I ended up winning the battle. Then I go in there and put a crazy verse down. Crazy, John. Still to this day, this nigga put a verse and I don't even remember it. Like I don't even remember it word for word.
Right.
Like I gotta hear it, like for real, bro. That's why I'm like, damn. So I just felt like, damn. I felt like Cass should have, me as being his man, as much as I had his career and as much as we helped each other. Not saying he helped me more or I helped him more. All I'm saying is I felt like he should have pushed that record for me, like
sure.
To make my dream come true. It's like, damn. It's like, you know, I really want to do this shit. You much influence that I've helped push you. It's like, fuck it, Flock, we gonna do a video for this joint. Like,
right.
Like,
That's the right name. Right, go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead and talk. But you had the right names, the right setup. It would have been perfect. Right push. It wouldn't hurt him to make that happen. But damn, that's crazy. I ain't know that.
And it was like he was in competition with me. It's like, bro, you already signed already. You you paying the bills off this shit. So it's like if your man get on a song and the niggas say, oh, I got out on him, you know, fuck it. Like he got out, whatever. Like we don't care. It's like shit. I'm paying my bills off this shit. So that's how I'm just saying how I would have looked at it, man. Anything I could have did to give my guy a boost.
Right.
That would have, even if I would have just had that one record out there, like shit, that could have, you know what I'm saying, sparked a lot of other shit for me.
Well, one thing I want you to talk about your upbringing and shit. We know you and Ab, y'all from the same way and shit like that. And we know, like, all the game, like, let the people know your upbringing though, your upbringing and shit, like.
So, the block Ab, you know, niggas say Trey Deuce and all that, like, you know, that's the block I was born and raised on. And you know, A just came around, and it was just like an orchestrated block. He just loved the block. It was just thorough niggas on there. We was coming up, and he just made it his block. Like, hey, like this is my block. I'm like, nobody ain't gonna dispute it. It's like he's saying this is block. It's like it's a lot of protection out here. You feel me?
Right, right.
So it's like it was just love, and this was my guy. I remember when I got 302, bro, back in like bullshit. I got 302 back in like 99.
What the fuck happened?
My grandma had passed away.
Man, oh man, that'll take you there. It'll take you there, bro.
My grandma passed away, so she was like my mom at the same time. Like I was raised with my grandma and my mom in the same household. So when my mom passed away, I started smoking wet. Oh man,
that'll do it. That'll do it.
Back then, that wet was different. I couldn't, you know, everybody's brain can't handle that certain shit. So it's like that shit wasn't for me, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that shit had me.
How long was you on the what? Like how long? Cause I know like my sister. I swear that like when my brother passed, my brother got killed and shit. And we was young when he got my brother was 16 when he got killed and shit like that. And my sister went that route and shit like that. So you know what I mean, you the first person that got on here and you know opened that up. How long was you on the what? And how hard was it? How hard was it to get off?
Say that again. Say that again.
How long was you? How long was you like on a what? And how long it took you to get off and shit like that? Cause my sister experienced that.
That shit. Listen, I was fucked up off the wet for a while. Reason why I say that is, like at that time, Ab was the only person that was like fucking with me. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like everybody else. Damn, I think my phone about to check. So it just got dark in here. Like
your phone about to check again? Yo, he Flock, you good, Flock? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't know.
All right, I'm about to say, come on, man.
Yeah,
there's stories in, man. Come on. Listen, man. I know how the drug shit is, man. And I just want to really like I don't want to skin over that shit, man, because I went through it. You know what I mean? My sister went through it. I got family members that went through it. Everybody goes through different shit, especially when you got death and you got a death occur and shit like that. Like it'll take you right there and shit. Like you said, you see your mom, you see your grandma, which was your mom, she passed, right? And you went that route. I just wanted to know how long did it take you to really get off the juice?
I was fucked up for a while, man. Like I was actually smoking wet, like not like sipping, like embalming fluid.
Yeah.
Drugs were stronger back in the day. Like man, like niggas was zanied and wiggled out. So my thing was that shit had me hallucinating. I started saying I was God. I had my hand in the sky, saying I could move the sky, move the stars. Like I thank God I ain't get killed or get hurt.
Right.
I started across the street saying I can't be hurt, I can't be touched. Then when my little sister, when my little sister fell down the steps and I allowed her to fall down the steps, my mom was, oh, he crazy. Like he all the way shot the fuck out. I was walking around with a suit on. I had a suit on in the fucking summertime. I had a Bible by my side. It's like, yo, this nigga lost it.
But yeah.
Like I was one of them niggas, you know, the nigga in the hood, you like, yo, boy used to be cool, man. You remember him? Like
Right.
To that stage, bro, but by the grace of God,
Damn.
I came back. And it's like that time, you know, Ab was the only person fucking with me. Like everybody else was like, yo, he crazy.
Damn.
Like, but he felt like that, like he felt like I wasn't crazy. He like, no, that nigga ain't crazy. He just going through some shit. He trying to get his shit back.
Right.
And, I just remember that shit. He was like the only person that was still standing by my side, man, that was rocking with me. Like that shit, I was I got 304 times.
Say that again?
I got 302 4 times, like
Damn.
4 different occasions.
Damn.
And
The what is different. That shit different. So I understand. I know. That's what I'm saying. By the grace of God that you got off of it too, because it's a hard thing. That's a hard drug to beat. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Take us to the stages. How you overcame that and shit like that? Did you overcome it?
I definitely did, man. It was just by the grace of God, man. Like when they put me in the 302 situation, and I'm from with these people, I'm like, no, these motherfuckers is crazy. Like I'm coming down off the high now.
Right.
The high done wore down. I'm in there for weeks and weeks, and I'm becoming normal. And what they trying to do is they trying to give me like drugs to stay calm. So the whole time I'm like this. I'm acting like I'm taking the joints, but the whole time I'm throwing that shit in the trash.
Right.
I'm like, man, I don't need this. I don't need no Ritalin to stay calm. Like I'm calm. Like I'm good. Like I always remember my grandma telling me these people will give you medicine that will make you crazy.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers be quick to go to the hospital. Like, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take that. Now they give you some shit that's just like now you programmed to taking this medicine. It do this for you. It do that for you. Like so it's just like I think that's why if I would have started taking that medicine, I think that shit would have really like fucked me over, man.
Man, I appreciate you, man, touching on it. I really appreciate that, man, for real, man. So all right, now I know a lot of people just came in here. Molly, we doing your joint like around 12 or 4 or whatever. Okay, we still doing your joint, but me and Flock, we got I owe Flock this. So look, Flock, so we know, you know what I mean, you was the muscle and shit like that. You connect, Ab and Cass. Like I didn't heard Cass got on here and Cass said that shit. Then even the comments like you gotta get Flock on to tell the story and shit. So I was this shit is overdue. This shit is overdue. Like so. All right, for the people that wasn't here, like let them know how did you connect Cash City and AR and shit.
Just to sum it all up.
Just real quick.
We from the same neighborhood, 1 block away from each other. And AR was, running around. That was my guy doing his thing. OBH we all grew up together. And it was just like, this all I know is them. Like I know, cause first I was the one that was rapping first. Like I was rapping before Ab and damn near any of them. So I really started the rapping between me and like my circle, and then Ab and them picked up on it. Like, he started rapping and he just got real good at it. So like I said, I introduced him and Cass because Cass was doing this thing, and I'm like, man, like it ain't no hate in my blood. Like I got my guys down here that's real hot, man. Like I need you to hear these niggas. So downplaying him, he was downplaying him. So after a while, I guess he just heard some shit because I'm playing it. Wherever I'm playing it, I'm smoking, and he hearing shit. So after a while, that shit done sinked in. And then I brought Ab around. It was just like, I brought the muscle around. Like I brought, OBH around him to fucking protect him and keep him safe. That was my old John. I'm like, man.
Yeah, because we saw y'all. Y'all was in New York deep. The chain. Y'all was holding it down and shit, man. And this when Cass, this stuff when the hype had Cass and shit. Cass had them hits and shit, man. Different things and shit like that. When the trouble came, let's talk about when the trouble came and shit. When shit really hit the fan, and shit like that. Was you involved in that? Was you around for all that when Cass went to jail and all that shit, and Ed went to jail and shit, and when all that shit came into play?
It's certain stuff that I can't really talk about.
Okay.
On dealing with that because somebody did lose their life in that situation.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Shouts out, rest in peace to Dez, and because he was actually a friend of mine's. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I really don't want to get into that part of the story
I
because
respect that. I respect that, bro. Come on, I respect that. I respect that. I just want to know what you like. You know what I mean? Did you go back down to the way, or how did things play out?
I actually went on a run.
Okay, all right,
I went
okay.
on a run. I could say that, like, I could tell my part, like, you know, my affiliation. I went on a run. Like, I went on a run.
Yeah, I didn't want to get you. I didn't want to get into like, oh, what did you?
I went on.
I didn't know. I was asking, like, you know what I mean? No, that's how. You know what I mean? But go ahead, finish.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I went on a run, and about that, I went on a run about that situation, just being a part of it. Like, not even saying that I did anything. It's just
Right,
being
right.
affiliated to the guilty by association. So now you're affiliated to this, you can't not, you know, say, oh, it wasn't me. It was just like, it is with, like, we all affiliated. Like, don't be affiliated when shit not rough.
Yeah.
Wait, when shit get rough, you still got to stand. So it was just like, I had to go on a run at the time. I went down south. And I pulled all the way up. I went down south and just, man, like, it was a blessing. I went down south, bro. And folks fronted on me. I had folks down there. They fronted me down south. And I stepped on their toes to get ahead. I mean, y'all going to sleep and money coming knocking on the door. It's like, you rather let the money leave?
Really
like,
shit.
yeah, man. Back then when I was into that type of stuff, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I went down south, bro. I remember when Ab and Cass came down south. Like after you know, Cass came back home and all that.
Yeah.
When he came back home, I was a made man.
Oh shit.
He came back home, ask him and anybody tell you, I was down south making probably like 5 stacks a week. This was in like 06.
That's good money. 06.
I'm making like 5 stacks a week. I'm like, I'm good. Like, I don't even want to come back on tour. I don't go back on the road because I got my own bag. I'm my own boss now. I go down here, I'm my own boss. Now I grabbed the Tahoe, put that on 23s. Niggas was buying 20. I put it on 23s, painted it teal green. The chrome cars on the side, the chrome grill had the 6x9s in the back. Like this, this like real stories. Like people that know me from down south, people from Philly that know me, that know when I went down there, they know what I was doing. I had the 79 Monte Carlo, the same one they had in training day. I mean, I put the burnt orange on that. I did the guts on it. I had the orange floaters, not the floaters, the rims that float. This in 06, real shit. I brought a boat down there. I brought a concession stand. I had a fucking 68. I had a 68 Pontiac Catalina with 24-inch rims that I never even drove on. About time I was about to bring it out, and I got booked. Had a 9 box Chevy, man. I was down south killing them, bro.
Dang, you was having your way, huh?
I was having it my way, man.
So did you start rapping like when everything, you know, when everything was going good? Did you like fuck rap like
when I went down there?
Yeah, when you went down south.
Yeah, like when I went down south, I started rap. That's when I turned into PrettyFlock.
Okay. Put the pretty on. Put the pretty on it.
I went and like relocated because you know Nico, they was kind of like looking for Nico back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that name was like circulating with, you know, what happened or whatever the case may be. I went there and, you know, on a whole different identity. PrettyFlock from the back block because my man C-Rock from down Nicetown, shout out to C-Rock. Gave me the name Flocko back then. Like, he was like Flocko, so I was just like, it just stuck with me. And I just put the pretty on top of it, you know what I mean?
For sure, man. So when all right, so when y'all got the OBH popping, y'all you know I mean, y'all grooming, but Cass still, you know what I mean, he just came But what happened? How did that car crash affect the team and shit though? Affect y'all? How did it affect y'all?
The car crash was crazy, bro. I was there. I was in a truck
You
waiting.
was there?
I was there.
Oh shit!
You know the crazy thing is, I always wonder, like when Cass say interviews, it's like they never really mention my name. Like they were like, even Ab sometimes, like, I think he mentioned my name like once or twice. I used to wonder like that. Cass would be like, I met Ab through a mutual friend. Or Ab would say, I met Cass through a mutual friend. And it was like
Right,
a lot of people didn't know the friend that he was talking about. Like if you go
right.
back to interviews, you'd be like, "What that?" Ab was saying the mutual. So I was the mutual friend the whole time.
Yeah, Cass said. Now I can vouch for. He said on my show. He said like on my interview. He said like Cass said it. I don't know about Ab and all that, but I know Cass said Flock. But I understand you saying because there was a lot of interviews that was done though. But go ahead, finish go.
It was
Why you think your name wasn't mentioned though?
I don't know. I used to wonder. I know Ab loved me to death. I just wondered like why Ab ain't never like really say my name far as but we talked about it, we bitted about it. And it wasn't no
Mm-hmm.
because I know he always really truthfully had my back in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Out here
For sure. For
Ab
sure.
protected me, watched over me, kept me
Mm-hmm.
in places to stay whenever I needed it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he just gave me a platform. I'm running off ad platforms still to this day.
For sure. And we gonna get into that, but we we cannot skin over the part that you said you was in a car crash. You was in a car. You was in that car crash.
I was in the car crash
Can we
with
talk about that? Can we talk about that?
yeah, we can talk about
Come
it.
on, cause that shit damn man killed. That shit was that man killed y'all.
I was sitting right next to Cass. I was sitting right next to him. He was in the he was sitting behind the driver. I was sitting behind the passenger. The
Mm.
driver was some boy named Panther. Some dude we met out there named Panther at the Crown House.
Mm.
He was driving, and Swiss right hand man was in the passenger. Swiss Beats right hand man still to this day. Grady Spivey was in the
Damn.
passenger. Grady was the A&R. He was Swiss right hand man, which he still is to this day, and he was the A&R to Swiss record label Full Surface that was under J Records.
For sure.
And so it was us four. And we was
Mm.
go pick up Neo the Matrix. You know the boy from Philly that
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
shout out to my guy Neo, man. Like, yeah.
Y'all in the mix.
We was going to go pick Neo up. This when Cass first had got the blue Cassidy chain. I don't know if y'all remember. He had the blue diamonds, the chain Cassidy.
Mm.
We ain't make it to Neo crib. We was going to go make it. We was going to his crib. We was going to go pick him up to go to the studio. And
Mm.
one of those moving companies, one of the moving truck companies blindsided us, hit us right on the side where Cass was at. Boom.
Dang.
That shit was crazy. I'm sitting right next to him. Boom. Glass flying everywhere. Shit everywhere. And
Damn.
the crazy part was I was fine. I was cool.
Mm.
At the end of the day, everybody got paid out that situation but me.
Stop fucking playing.
I'm talking about it was I looked at see, I was such a friend.
I know what type of friend. Go ahead.
I'm
I'll
like
let you tell you something.
my right hand man. It's like my brother right here. I'm like, damn, yo, Cass damn near about to check. Like he laying on the ground, he laying in my lap. Blood, like throwing up blood everywhere, glass everywhere, big ass gash on the side of his head. Like that shit was crazy. So I'm more concerned about his life than
Right.
about money. Like that's just who I am, bro. Like if you my
Wow.
man, I'm not going to try to play hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm trying to, call the ambulance. We like scrambling, trying to try to hold him up, make sure he don't check. But everybody got paid out of the situation. Cash
Yeah.
like $500,000 from out of that situation.
Dang. Yeah.
500,000, and I think Grady got 100,000, and the Bull Panther got 100,000. Everybody, because it was like $1 million trucking company. It had like $1 million.
Damn. So nobody ain't say, fine. Here you go. This fine. Here you go. Here go two. Here go 30,000 real quick. No, nobody.
I mean, nobody didn't owe me nothing. I didn't feel
No,
like.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. I'm asking. I'm just asking. You know what I mean?
No,
Okay.
I ain't feel.
Okay.
Honestly, nobody offered me anything. I didn't feel like they owed me nothing. I should have paid her. After
Right.
good, and the ambulance was gone. It's like, because other dudes, you know what I'm saying? They was acting, they would play hurt or whatever. Them niggas got cashed out $100,000. It's like, after we got them to the hospital, I should have made a fucking hospital report, and
Yeah.
I could have got me 100. You know what I mean? Real rap, bro.
I would have definitely. Yeah, I would have definitely been like, damn, my neck, my back. But yeah, so I said that Cass like kind of changed after the accident. Do you agree to that?
I definitely agree to that. Like, Cass definitely wasn't the same, you know.
From your perspective, from your perspective.
My perspective, somebody that was every day.
Yeah.
I was with Cass every day. Like, I damn near moved to his house. Like, yeah, I mean, he wasn't the same. The bars wasn't the same. His memory wasn't all the way there. You just noticed a lot of different things that just wasn't him.
Mm-hmm.
That's like quite natural. I mean, you had a head collision.
Mm-hmm.
All opened all the way up. But after a while, as the time went on, he started memorizing stuff, remembering things that we've done and what's going on, and it started coming back around slowly but surely. And I think even still to this day, he good, but
Right.
you just never know with that type of situation. Is things will probably never be exactly the way they used to be, but we probably would never even know it. But with that type of head collision, it's just like, you just never know, man.
For sure, man. So the question that everybody want to know and shit is like, it was a time that Cass and fucking and Ad was like this and shit, but it was a time that they fell out and shit. Was you in the middle of that fell out? Did you try to make it work? Did you try to be like, no, chill, y'all gotta make this shit work, or was it a situation that you had to choose sides and shit?
To be honest, I was on a type time, like, I remember when that 1960, what's the hip hop since 1987.
Yeah, 1987. Yeah.
This was like when they first was popping. I ain't even know about them. I was down south. I come up to Philly, and I ain't even know Ab was going. I ain't even know he was going to go at Cass the way he went at him on that joint. Like, you remember that, John?
Yeah, I remember that joint. That's when yeah, man, he said shit about too.
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know he was going to go at Cass at all, because I'm not that kind of friend. So, like, if I'm your friend, I'm your friend, bro. Like, I never got on, camera and had an interview, like, talking about Cass or saying anything. It's just like, I never did that. So, I wasn't upset with Ab. I mean, at a point in time, I was just like, Dad, hey, like, my thing is, I ain't want to be involved in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? After it was over, I talked to him. I'm just like, Dad, I mean, both of y'all, man, both of y'all my homies, choosing nobody's side. My thing is, I don't want to be a part of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? As however he felt at that time, like, but when he was saying what he was saying, even though I ain't want to be a part of it, but it was true. I'm just thinking, like, man, this is like Ab really he really saying what I really want to say, but I won't say it because I love Kevin so much.
I get
Like,
that, man. I've been in a situation like that before. But go ahead, go ahead.
he really saying what I really wanted to say. And Cass, you know, I just, to be honest, you know, the type of like not appreciating the guys that he was around, you know, basically he's kind of lucky that that's all the like trouble that he had like with like AR Ab and them, because these are notorious guys. So at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
Ab just talking about you on camera and not something to you physically, you know, was really like a blessing for him.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
it could have been like way worse than that. It could have got like physical, street
Mm-hmm.
physical. And you know, we all know Cass wasn't ready for that. Like he ain't ready for like the type of physical, you know, that Ab gonna bring. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I looked at it like that. You know what? At the end of the day, like you still got off, bro. Like you got off and didn't get what you really could have gotten. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like the shit could have got way worse than that. Shit could have got hard in the streets, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want it to. I was always mediating, like you know what I mean.
Okay, okay, and that's my next question. I was going to ask you, like, what you immediately and what you and trying to stop shit and all that. I was going to ask you that, but we know that you know what I mean, you tried your hardest and shit went which way, and so you still in the hood, so you got to rap and you and Ab looked out for you when you was out there, like you know what I mean, he reached out, so you was like really in a position like I'm rocking out with Ab and shit, like he got my best interests. Am I right or?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't like at the while. I'm just like, all right, I was there. Like, I was there when the stories Ab was telling y'all I was there. When Ab
Mm-hmm.
was telling the story, I was there. It's like it's the shit is the truth. Like you want us to sit here and lie. This is what really was going on. So at the end of the day, like I'm not gonna lie, it's just like it wasn't like something that was made up. This was like true, man. Like you know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like the shit was crazy, man. Like the things, you know, that we was going through at the time, like when he was in position, it was just like I wouldn't ever, and even still to this day, I'm not even upset. I'm not even, I don't hold no grudge. I just talked to Cass the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Just talked to him for about like an hour on the phone, man. Like, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We talk like how we used to, but you know, we still, you know, socialize. And I still support him. Like I still got love for him.
Mm-hmm.
And just, you know, that's just who I don't know what happened to the phone.
Yeah, another question I got because it was a point of time. Like I think after the interview, that's when OBH went to a whole nother level and shit. Like y'all and Ad started recruiting a lot of new guys. How did you feel? How did you feel about that and shit like that? Because you got original OBH. You got a lot of other new members that came to the game. How did you feel about that?
Mm, to be honest, I felt some type of way.
Mm.
I, like, just like anybody would. If you been around and you've been doing your thing, you've been rapping, then you see other guys come around, they rapping and they
Going
getting
on, baby?
more hype than you just like, damn.
Right.
So, you know, I definitely felt some type of way about that, you know,
Mm.
but I didn't like, you know, like I'm a man, so at the end of the day, I'm not gonna break down and cry about it, but you know, I definitely felt some type of way about that.
Mm.
A lot of other members from the squad felt some type of way about that. And you know, it is what it is, man. Like I'm I'm a man, man. I got tough skin, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I done been through so much. I just feel like I'm just unbreakable, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So was there any meetings did y'all have any meet pertaining to that? And, yo, you know what I mean? I want to stay like this and that. Was there any nations or anything like anybody explain themselves to add?
Yeah, certain stuff got talked about, and A was just basically telling niggas like, You know, he gave all those dudes a chance. Like, he gave the whole OBH a chance to like create their own lane and their own buzz, and everybody just really gravitated to Dark Low. He was just
Mm,
like, he
mm,
gave this person a chance, that person a chance, that person a chance, and they just stayed at a certain level.
mm,
Dark the chance, Dark numbers just shot through the roof. I wasn't even around when he was like building the OBH brand, like after, like when he got his buzz, when Ab got his buzz, and he started building the OBH brand, far as on the DVDs and all that.
mm,
I was down south, so I missed that wave.
mm,
I missed
mm,
the wave, so I didn't really get my just due to display my John for the people to say, okay, we like Flock, we don't like Flock. And it's like when I came back, Ab wasn't a big fan of my music. Like Ab ain't really like my music. It's a lot of people music Ab don't like, not just mine. It's a lot of motherfuckers. He really don't like their music. So it was like he wasn't really feeling my music, but I still felt like he still should have pushed me more, whether
mm.
if music or not. And I talked to him about it. We talked about it.
Right.
And we men, it ain't no and
It's a
they
part of your story and shit. Ain't no shade. Like you first started off, you saying how much love he showed you and shit when nobody wasn't there. Your family wasn't there. Nobody wasn't there. He stepped up and you know what I mean, ain't switch up on you and shit like that. He's somebody. Yeah, I definitely have the comments involved and shit. And in our interviews and shit. Somebody said ask Flat about the meeting with Leak Mars and shit. What's that? They talking about what? You had a meeting with Leak Mars? Or I ain't
eating.
there yet.
I
Huh?
don't I don't know what they talking about. And if me and
Yeah.
Mike had a meeting, you know, whatever meeting we had, it was a meeting between me and him.
I
Whatever the meeting
didn't get
was.
there yet. I was going I was where I was going at is I was going at I was going to the place. How do you feel when? Because it was a point of a time. I've been booked for about 4 years now, right? But
Right?
how many years have it been?
Oh no, it's probably been like close to probably like maybe like 2 years.
No, me and
And,
Twine arguing about this shit. He was booked for like 3 to 4 years right now, I think.
no, it's definitely ain't 4 years.
Oh, a three. I give it three. I give it three. Three and a half.
Time be flying so fast. Close.
It do be flying hard. It be flying fast as shit. It
Time,
do. They gonna tell in the comments. But me to bring that up is like we see that you had, what I mean, you weren't involved in the indictment at all and shit like that. And like you said that, what I mean, you always played a different angle and shit like that. Was that the reason why, like, you involve yourself in certain things with new cats and you was the, what I mean, or talk to us about that, like, and shit like that.
Ab always protected me, man. And he didn't want me. I wanted to be a part of whatever that was going on, certain stuff. He just always protected me. It was on the type time, like, that's how I look at it. Like at the time, I'm like, dang, I want in. And when shit hit the fan, it was just like he really spared me.
Mm,
And at
mm,
the time, I ain't understand it, but you know, when now that I look at it, I'm like, dang, like he really had love for me because you know he the one that had me on some like chill, like you know what I'm saying. So you know,
mm.
like I look at it like he damn near saved my life. He saved my life. He sacrificed his life for mine and for a lot of other people. So it's just like I always feel like I owe Ab, man, a certain way because you know what I mean. He just always Ab crazy about me, bro. Like Ab ain't gonna never let anybody do nothing to me or even talk crazy about me. Like a motherfucker might be joking or bidding, but far as like physical and a nigga that's joking and bidding must gonna be family.
Mm-hmm.
Like he gonna joke and bid with somebody else. It's not folks. It's like no. It's like you know what I mean. So it's just like I'm just loyal to my niggas, bro. Like
Respect.
like my niggas is just I never been the two-sided ass nigga, man. I always was OBH. I always was my squad, my crew, my clique. ever since I even had an opportunity to put niggas in position, I always was never selfish trying to put niggas in. Like, come on. Like, maybe that might have was my problem.
Mm. Mm.
You know what I'm
Wow.
saying?
Wow, that was a lot to say. So when you saw the fall and shit, I mean, how did you feel? Like, did you feel like it was over for OBH like that?
I didn't feel it was over because, you know, I'm a workhorse myself.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I put shit on my back myself. Like anybody that tell you, anybody that know me, I can start from zero, man. I go out there and sell water. I go out there with some waters and grind. Like whatever I gotta do, sell some food. Niggas might be laughing, joking. I might get a water ice stand. I might wash some cars. But 6 months from now, you're gonna see some results. You're gonna be like, damn, remember when he was doing that? Look at him now. It's like that's where it's at right now. Like when I first came back, I was down south. I went to jail. I came back up here. I ain't had nothing. I
Mm.
ain't had my driver's license. I lost my license when I went down. I was down south. I got locked up. I come back up here with nothing, bro. Dead pop. Ab
Mm.
locked up. And when I come home, Ab was locked up. And my thing is, I'm a man.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? We all men. Like, we all, know how to fish, know how to fend for ourselves. So it's just like, I knew it wasn't going to be over, but I knew it was going to be like, it was like a major, major, major hit, man. A
Right.
major hit for us. Because, Ab is OBH. You know what I'm saying? He the head of OBH.
Right.
So,
Right.
I'm just so happy that Moss
That's
doing
what
his
I was going to get at right there. Go ahead. You can go ahead.
happy that Moss doing his thing right now with the music. You know what I mean? Make me feel
Right
good.
behind us too, though. I can say this, man. I see that you like I see more on the scene too, like you know what I mean, with your music, you dropping visuals and I see you and shit. Do you feel like you getting the proper look, like you know what I mean, right now?
I definitely don't.
Mm.
I don't know. I know I'm not getting the proper just do because when I get on the song, bro, hey Johnny, man, all I ask for you to do is if you have anytime I get on songs with people, I show
Mm-hmm.
out. I really show up. Like right now, like real rap, man. Like I'm done trying to put people down or tell them they not this, they not that. My thing is check my track record far as my music that I do with people, music that I do on my own. I don't let up no bars. Like I had a song, pop that thing, drop that thing, body so perfect when you cap that thing. I'm on bending knees, I'm gonna mop that thing. I had a fucking banger, but
Mm-hmm.
the people I had around me wasn't backing me.
Mm.
It was just like they synced the vision and they knew the song could be what it was, but they just wouldn't back it, bro. That's
Mm.
how black people is, man. Like we won't instead of them saying Flock really got a banger and let's push all
Mm.
with max, niggas like ah it's hot, but they didn't back my play on it, and it's just like
Mm.
oh I'm still not mad. I'm not mad because I'm doing good in life,
So
man.
was
Like
that the meeting that y'all had? That the meeting that the followers was talking about and shit like that? Did you that sit down that you and Mars had?
nah, I don't know what they talk
They
about.
said John X Flock about Ant. I always wanted to know more about Ant. Who Ant?
Or rest in peace to Animal Ant.
Mm.
You know what I mean, one of my big homies, man. Like Ant definitely something that just can't be replaced, man. Ant was 6'5", 6'6". You know what I mean? Nice on his feet, nice with his hands, played ball. Ant was dunking at like 13.
Mm.
Supposed to have been in the league somewhere playing football, basketball. He was just a big young boy that was just athletic. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Girl, he could dress. You know what I'm saying? And he was one of the big guys that'd go at a big guy. Like, I'm not big and I'm going at the little guy. I want to go at the biggest motherfucker in here. So, you know what I mean? Rest in peace to Animal Ant, man. Like,
They keep asking me how you and Mars met. I didn't want to ask you because I know that.
that
Yeah.
we
How-
I watched Mars grow up from a fucking kid, man. Like we live one block. That's how.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. I thought so. But so right now, like we see where OBH at right now. We know Ab is still fighting. Well, he's not fighting. He's waiting for, I guess, his numbers or something. I don't know. I forgot. What's going on with OBH right now? What's going on with Ab? They are Ab right now.
mean,
Matter of fact, let me ask what's going on.
I mean,
Do
Ab
you?
about to come on, man. Like he gonna surprise a lot of people. They trying to railroad my man. My man is an innocent man, and that's all I'm gonna get into. Basically, like the man is innocent. They trying to railroad my guy. We about to get him back in the courts. He good, man. Ab laying back with his feet up, man. Like we soldiers. It's like we been to jail. Like niggas understand the consequences of what's going on. So it's like no member of OBH is like, we never had the rat and shit like in our joints because we understand what the streets of the consequences of the things that we doing out here.
Mm,
So my thing is a lot of dudes don't understand. They understand the consequences of it, but they don't respect it for what it is. So people be like,
mm,
Ab, man, what's up? Ab chilling.
mm,
Ab chilling, man. Like, because, my thing is, we street niggas. It's like, we street niggas. It's like, this is something we been went to jail. Niggas been going to jail. So it's just like, it's like a normal thing for us. So it's like he in there just carrying it, playing chess, working out. You know what I'm saying? And keeping itself in good spirits. Because, my thing is, it's all about keeping that good spirit because, if you break your spirit, it's over.
mm, mm. Really,
Yeah,
really,
man.
really.
You gotta stay strong. You gotta keep the mindset of I'm good, my family good, I'm coming home. That's just the mindset. The minute you break, bro, like shit, that's all you got is faith in there. You feel me?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. So I gotta ask you this question too. I gotta ask you this. Do you think that Darkwell said too much when he got a question? I have to ask you that.
Honestly,
Let's be honest.
I'm keep real with you. I mean, honestly, yes, I do. And I'm
Mm,
not gonna throw low under the bus. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? But at the end of the day, it's certain stuff that's supposed to be said and it's not supposed to be said. Us as street niggas, I feel like we know the consequences of certain things. Like it's just certain stuff that street niggas is not supposed to do.
mm,
Street one way or be street this day and then don't be street that day because we're going to count you for if you claim it street. There's no bending and breaking the rules. And the rules got bent
mm,
and they got broke. I felt like he didn't even have to talk. He didn't even have to even say nothing.
mm,
He opened up a can of worms that wasn't even there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we already know, like, speak now or hold your peace. Like you don't have to say nothing.
mm. Well, not to put my 2 cents in it, but this is what I've been reading. I've been reading a lot of comments because when I look on YouTube, I read comments a lot, and I see a debate that says maybe he said he said something because he the one that brought the character around and shit. Like, can you compromise on that, or how do you feel about that? Because I heard that's a big debate and shit like that. Can
I mean, what
can you?
by him doing that, he got himself incarcerated.
Mm,
And
okay, okay, okay.
he got his he got himself incarcerated. Nobody wants to be in jail.
Mm,
Like
mm,
if I gotta go. Like I'm not trying to go if I don't have to go. You know what I'm
fuck
saying?
no.
So he got himself incarcerated and he got like, a little mustard on his name from people that's from the streets and fans that's saying that. Like it's certain people that's gonna be like, well, yeah, Dark Low too. Like some people call me up like, yo, man, did Dark tell? because
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I heard he said this, I heard he said that. Now I gotta justify this. I gotta justify and be like, nah, Dark ain't tell. You know, it was like this, it was like that. So it was just like, you know, he gotta live with that. But
Mm.
the thing is, you know, he's still OBH, man. Ab not, you know, saying he's still family. Moss
Mm.
saying family, and I just follow protocol, like, cause I know my guys. You know, if they say a nigga family, you know, they family. Like they, you know, if certain big homies that say certain things, I don't have the pride. I don't have no pride with like I take their word for certain shit because I know the caliber of guys these dudes is.
Mm.
They say
Mm.
that's what it is, then that's what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm cool with that, man. I follow suit, man. I follow suit. You know, when it's time to follow suit. I've never been a follower, but it's good to follow certain things that deserve to be followed. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
rebellious of shit that's like bettering yourself. Some niggas like, no, I'm gonna do it this way. It's like, no, like if he's trying to help you, do it this way to
Mm-hmm.
make it easier for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
For sure, man. Another thing I want to ask you, man. Like I was gonna get there, y'all. I was gonna ask him P90 Smooth. Like I don't see him a lot on the scene and shit like that. What's going on with P90 Smooth?
90, shout out to 90, man. Shout out to P90, man. P90 is an original OBH member. You know what
For
I'm saying?
sure.
He's gonna always be OBH. Like he ain't never do nothing, you know, to the point where it's though he not OBH. So, you know, 90 just booked right now. Free, you know, free P90, man. Free the guys.
Okay, for sure, for sure. So, all right, to get back to get back on you, man. I see you just dropped a visual. You know what I mean? You promoting, you doing your music shit. What's next? What's next for Flock? Like, what's next for PrettyFlock and shit? Like, what's
I mean,
next for you?
I got a bank. I need you to. I mean, one thing about it, I got joints with Stags Ruger. I'm about to drop. I got 2 joints with
Okay.
Stags Ruger coming. I got a joint with
Mm-hmm.
OT the Real and Mark. I mean, like a joint me and OT did. Like when me and OT did something, we did this years ago. We did 2 songs, and I never did nothing with the record. The other record, like it's
Mm.
hot. So I got a record with OT the Real and Moss about to come soon. OT doing the hook. OT doing the hook. And he rapping. You know what I'm saying? I got a joint with AR Ab about to drop. That me and Ab
Mm.
did alone. Got book. I'm about to drop that. I got a joint
Mm.
with my man, you know, rest in peace to Almighty King Lord, man. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Oh yeah. What about the sneaky podcast? That's another thing I've been hearing you saying a lot. A sneaky report podcast. And I gotta ask you another. I gotta ask you something else too. Before you talk about the podcast, or before we clear up on that, would you ever, you know what I mean? Did you ever think about, you said you were just talking Cass for a whole hour on the phone. Did you ever think about putting Moss on the phone with Cass and Kelly and, you know, put 2 guys together and shit like that for the city?
Respect for Cass, like lyrically, Moss,
Your joint skipping up. Your phone skipping up.
yeah. You know what I'm saying,
Your joint skipping up, bro.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you
Can you
now.
hear me?
What you say? Yeah, I
I
can hear you
say
now.
Moss. I say Moss definitely got a lot of respect for Cassidy. I mean, shit. If the streets want it, if Moss want to make it happen, you know what I mean? Cass want to make it happen. Shit, I don't have no problem with connecting and making it happen. It's just like, you know, if the streets want it, shit, I definitely, you know, I stand back and say, here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Mm.
go, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right. Now we're gonna talk about that podcast that you've been talking about and shit.
Yeah, the sneaky report, man. You know what it was? first of all, how the sneaky saying slogan we started, you know, everybody used to be like, yo, Shorty on some sneaky shit, like Shorty being sneaky. So I just ran with it. Sneaky! And just started I took word and just like blew it up. I'm not saying everybody sneaky is old. That's like fucking hundreds of years old. People been saying you're being sneaky. Like, but
Really?
I took it and just branded it, and people start liking it. They start saying it more. I start selling clothes that was like sneaky, but the sneaky podcast is coming, and you know, I just had to figure out the route I wanted to take with it. I had to figure out what lane I was going at for the sneaky report. So now that I know, I kind of understand, you know, where it's a lot to me. Like, you don't want to just do something and don't know what's your final destination. It's like, what are you doing? You just freestyling or just off the top? Like, so I had to sit back. So now I know exactly how I want to do it. I mean, the sneaky report is I'm the host, and I don't even need another host or co-host. I could have a co-host, but I'm the star of the show. I'm the star of the show. One with the vicious mouthpiece. I'm the one that people want to see, want to hear talk. So let's get this. Let's make this. Put this out there. They gonna come and tune into the sneaky report for whatever that I've been doing on here. They following. Because I say that to say, most people doing certain stuff, they can't do it on their own, and it's nothing wrong with stuff with certain people. But I put the sneaky report. I had to think about it. Like, yo, Flock, you really don't need a co-host. A co-host like that, because basically I can interview anybody. You don't gotta be a celebrity. You don't gotta have a buzz. All you gotta do is have a story.
I like it.
I'm gonna show niggas like, it's cool if I was to get somebody with 100,000 followers to get on there, but if I don't, my story and my personality and me having the gift of gab and knowing what to say and just using my personality to get across the point that I need to get across. Somebody come on a sneaky report right now. I'm like, all right, sneaky report. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I mean, Johnny Mac on the sneaky report. Hey, Johnny, listen, man. You know, they've been saying you's a real sneaky boy, man.
I like that.
Real sneaky, Johnny. Like, yeah,
Sneaky. I love it. I love it. I love it.
You know, like nothing. I'm asking you to just give us 3 sneaky things you ever did in your life, man. It could be from small sneaky stuff to big sneaky stuff, the funny sneaky stuff to the simplest sneaky stuff.
I like that. I like that. I like that, yo. I like that. You gotta do that, man. You gotta do it. You gotta do it, yo.
Like,
you gotta do it ASAP.
You see what I'm saying?
ASAP. We running out of time and shit. We running out of time. I gotta ask you this one question because it's a fan that wanna know about Breeze Baguettes and shit. How is he doing and shit? Where he been?
Breeze around, man. You know, Breeze like my brother, man. And it's a lot of stuff that I don't agree with. But I'm not gonna speak about it on here.
Okay.
I talked to him about it because we don't get on here and talk about, you know, certain things like far as our close situation, that was already out there already. So I didn't have to bring up about, you know, people saying he said this or he did that. I'm just elaborating on it, and y'all ask me my opinion.
Right.
My opinion is, but with Breeze, it's a few things that I'm very disappointed in him about, because you know that